Hey everyone, my name is Sean Gamers, and today I have been tasked with creating an original game, even the sprites. Wait, what? What do you mean by sprites? I don't know how to draw. Do you want copyright strike? No. Okay, let's get started, I guess. Before you guys watch the video, I'd like to say something. It's been getting harder and harder to work on these videos, as my PC is pretty weak and crashes in between. So I'll need your help upgrading it. You can donate me via PayPal, Paytm, or UPI. Donation links in the description. So first off, I'll be creating a barrel over here because there are going to be two objects that you have to avoid in my game. The first one is going to be a barrel and the next one is going to be a box. The objective of my game is to avoid touching these two objects, which will be falling from the sky. That is which will be falling from the top. There are going to be two bars which contract when left alone, and sorry, which expand when left alone and contract when you press a certain button. That is going to be spacebar in my game. First off, I'll start by changing the size of my window. It's going to be 480 by 720 because I want it to be like mobile screen. And also I'll add the camera because I need camera shake to be there. I'll be using the same size for the camera itself, and also the camera position is going to be in the center of the scene. I'll quickly go ahead and add the screen shake script that I added in the last game as well. Now that screen shake is working properly, I can focus on instantiating the objects. I'll be using part 2D to choose random positions between the two nodes and instantiate the object at that location. I will also be adding initial velocity to the object so that when the object is instantiated, it moves in the negative y direction. Instead of instantiating the object in the timeout function, I'll be using a different function altogether so that it increases the flexibility of the code. Also, there are going to be two objects, so every function holds a different object. It's important to see if your code is working properly or not. Here I added a visibility function using a visible node, but the box wasn't signaled properly, which meant it wasn't getting destroyed even after it went out of the screen. This would have created a huge load on the game. Now it's time to add some hitboxes which will detect the collision between the objects. The player characters are going to have the hitboxes, and also the objects will be having the hitboxes. Hitboxes will be a different scene in itself, which will be called by every object and player. As I mentioned before, and the player characters are going to be two bars which contract when a spacebar is pressed and expand when spacebar is not pressed. That means you have to use the combination between spacebar, pressing a spacebar and not pressing a spacebar to avoid all these objects. If you hit an object, you lose. It's simple as that. That's it. That's the end of it. The next step, I'll be polishing the game. I'll be adding a HUD, a game over scene whenever the player character hits the object, and a main menu scene. But before that, I have something to work on. It's the most ambitious project by far. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. And do make sure to like, share, and subscribe.